Hi everybody, happy Tuesday. Oh my God, it is so hot out there, guys. It's hot. And I had my air off for most of the day trying to save a couple of dollars on my electric bill, but I had to put it back on because mama was hot. So hence the shirt. No, really, I have this on because of the video that I am going to do for you. I need this part to be uncovered, so that is the reason for this beautiful top. So let me start off by saying, okay, I've had a lot of requests for people wanting to get a bronzy glowy look in very easy, simple steps without using a foundation. So I'm going to attempt to do that. What I do need to have you guys keep in mind is that everybody's skin tone is different. I am very light skinned. I'm not fair skinned, but I am light skinned. And I do not tan well. You can see, like, I'm not tan really. And when I do tan, I tend to get more red. So in order for me to show you a bronzy glowy look on tanned skin, whether it be from sitting outside, going to a tanning bed, or self-tanner, or if you have natural darker complexion, I'm going to have to build up my product a little bit more intensely to show you what it would look like. Does that make sense? Because I'm not tan, so I can't show you on tan skin. So I am going to have to build this up a little bit in order to show you what it would look like on more tan, darker complexion, if that makes sense, okay? So I just want to make that really clear. I want to make sure that everyone understands the purpose of this video, and that is simply because everyone has been asking me to do this look and to do it without foundation, okay? So we're not going to use any foundation today. So that makes it a little bit tougher for someone like me who is very light skinned to give you that bronzy, tanned, glowy look when I'm none of those. So just keep that in mind. I just want to disclose that and kind of make a disclaimer now before the video so that no one takes this video in the wrong way, okay? So with that said, let's get started. First thing we are going to have to use, actually, first thing you're going to do is you're going to start off with your BeFit spray. You're going to spritz your face with this. Now, this is not necessary. It's just a step that you can take, but you do not have to do this step to get the look. But I'm going to, just for the purpose of the video. Okay? So you just spritz in your face. Don't mind my flabby arms. Okay, next step, guys. You're going to go in with the VFX Pro Strobe Primer. It has to be the purple one for this look. Has to be the purple one. Okay, so you're going to go in. And you're going to use a little bit more than what you normally would use because we need this to be a really glowy, intense glow to your skin. So you need a little bit more than probably what you would normally use. So be generous. Sorry for no jewelry or anything on today, guys, but honestly, I didn't feel like putting any on. So I didn't. You're getting just as natural and as real as Charlotte gets. Okay, so you can already see that we have a really pretty glow already, but I'm going to go in with a second layer. Because again, I really, really, really want this to peek through that bronzer. Okay. So much noise everywhere. I'm trying to see if it was for me or if it's the neighbors, what's going on out there. Can never tell if it's my kids or outside talking. And I have my door shut, so God only knows. Okay, so you can see we have a really beautiful, really pretty glow to our skin right now, okay? You can see you got that beautiful glow. So now what we're gonna do is, I'm gonna let that sit for a second. I'm gonna get my brushes ready. Good Lord, guys. Without throwing them, preferably. Okay, so now we're still a little tacky. So what you're gonna do is make sure that it's not too tacky. Okay, we don't want it to be so tacky that the bronzer is going to just cake up in one spot. So what I normally do is I'll take my hands and I press my face so that that primer really gets into my skin. Okay, so that it's not so tacky, because usually you would let this sit for a couple of seconds before going in with any other product. Now, because we're not using foundation and we are going to be using bronzer only, you do want to let this dry for a second. We'll just help that along. It sounds like it's thundering out. Okay, so you can let it dry for a couple of minutes. If you were doing this on your own, I would let it dry for a good minute or two before going into the next step. Okay, so now what you're going to do is you're going to go in with a very soft bristle, like really soft bristle like brush, okay? You don't want the hairs to be too compact. You don't want them to be too, what word am I looking for? What word am I looking for, Charlotte? In other words, you want it to be a fluffy brush. You don't want it to be too compacted, okay? Like this one, see how thick and dense this one is? Okay, you don't want that. You want something that's going to be a lot more fluffy and open. Like this one, you can see it's very compact, very dense, okay? You don't want that. You want it to be very easy to maneuver, and you want it to be soft, okay? So what you're going to do is you're going to take your bronzer. You're going to tap into your bronzer, and I'm tapping, I'm not swirling. Okay, I'm just going to tap a few times, then I'm going to tap off on any excess product. So now what I'm going to do is, now this is going to, again, depending on what your color is right now, how tan you are, or how naturally deep your complexion is, will determine how much bronzer or how little bronzer you'll need to get that bronzed look, okay? So again, pretend that I'm already tan, I guess, is the only way to do this. Just kind of pretend that I'm tan. I don't know. But you're going to go in and you're, excuse me, you're going to go in and you're going to start to place that bronzer. I'm just tapping it first, okay? And I start on my forehead and I tap. Then I come down, because you're going to do your whole face, guys, okay? So what I try to do is I'll come down, I do my whole entire face. I'll tap out on my whole face first with the product that's on there and start to build. Because it's so easy to add, but so hard to take away if you put too much. Okay. And you're going to bring that all the way down. Okay. So now what I'm going to do is I'm going to go in a second time now, and I'm going to swirl the brush a little bit into the bronzer, and then I'm going to tap off the excess powder. Now what I'm going to do is I'm going to come down here to this area first, and I'm going to just start gently doing circular motions from the jawline down. Okay. So what I'm doing is I'm making sure that my face is going to match the rest of my body, okay? And we don't want harsh lines. Even though we're not using foundation, you don't want a harsh line of bronzer over here. So I'm gonna dip back into the bronzer, and again, go light, easy strokes, just light and easy. And I'm not pressing in, I'm not putting a lot of pressure when I'm going very light-handed with my brush. Because again, you cannot take away. You can add, but you can't take away as easily. And I'm going down, I'm doing all this area with that bronzer. Okay. Now you could actually go onto your shoulders, bronze up your shoulders if you wanted to. Okay, so once I've got my neck done, now I'm going to go back in with the bronzer, and I'm going to go over my face now one more time, very lightly. And again, if you already got a tan, this is just going to accentuate the tan, even out your skin a little bit, and just add that bronzy glow to your tan. Okay, so now we've got that all over our face. Now what I'm going to do is I'm going to tap back in. Now you can go in with this big brush. Actually, let me switch brushes for you. I'm going to go in with a smaller brush. I'm going to go into that same bronzer. I'm going to tap off, and now I'm going to go in and put that bronzer all over my lid. But I'm going to go a little bit more heavy-handed now. Okay, because I want my lid to be darker than my face. And we're going to put that on the entire lid and eye. Okay. Okay. So now you can see this section on my eyes look a lot more intense than my face, and that's what we want. Now what I'm going to do is I'm going to go in with another clean brush, and I'm going to just blend that in a little bit. And that's going to be the base. Now what you could do is you could actually leave it exactly the way it is right now and just put on mascara and leave it just the way you see it. But we're going to intensify a little bit with the Peach Bite palette. Okay, so we have our bronzer all over. Now we're going to go in with our Peach Bite palette. And that's what it looks like, guys. It's a really beautiful palette. It has a blush, a contour, bronzer, and a highlighter shade. We're going to go in with this highlighter shade, and we're going to put that on our lids. And that's going to give us a beautiful, glowy look to our eyes. And like I said, this is super simple, guys. Super, super simple. You guys want it simple, easy. So that's what I'm giving you. And you can build up the highlighter if you want to have it more intense. Starting to get a thunderstorm. It's getting really dark in here. So just bear with me. I'm going to have to look into my vanity mirror. I apologize. Okay. And what you could do is you could take a little tiny fluffy shader brush like this and go into that highlight and then connect your eyelid color to the inner corner. So you're going to carry that highlight shade down into your inner corner. We're not doing anything underneath the eyes. Okay? And I'm just going in and just making sure that that crease is blended. And we're even on both eyes for highlight. Okay, so we have the highlighter on our lids. So now we have a really pretty glow on our eyes, okay? It just stands right out. It's really, really pretty. So let me just go underneath my eyes, make sure there's no fallout. Okay, so that's good. Then what you could do is, if you notice any whiteness under your eyelids, because sometimes the bronzer doesn't reach all the way underneath, you can go in with a fluffy small brush, tap off, and just go underneath your eyes as if you were doing your liner or putting a shadow under there. And that will fill that in, because you don't want a patch of white underneath where the bronzer didn't hit. You want the bronzer to be all the way underneath your eye. Okay, so that's done. Now we're going to go into the blush color in that Peach Bite palette, and we are going to put a little bit of blush on our cheeks. This isn't going to stand out too much because the bronzer is a little bit deeper, so you're not going to get a lot. It's just going to be just a little bit of something on the cheek, and I'm putting it just on the apples of my cheek. You can put a little down the center of your nose. Okay. Now what you want to do is you want to go in with, I'm just going to use this brush. We're going to go in with highlight from the Peach Bite palette. You're going to go with that center color, which is the highlight shade. And you're going to put that right above your cheekbone. So right here is where you want to put it, and you're going to make a backwards C. So you're going to place it there and then go right above your eyebrow. So a backward C, and then a regular C here. You're going to pick that and just put that above there. And see, it gives a beautiful, beautiful glow. The more highlight you put, the glowier you're going to look. Make sense? So you can put a little bit down the center of your forehead. Then you can go down the center of your nose, a little bit on the chin. Okay, and then I just want to go here and put, I feel like there's not enough bronzer right there. Okay. So we've got the glow and the bronze going on now. Now we're going to go in with mascara. Today I'm going to use Optimal because it's a really pretty mascara. It gives a really beautiful, natural, wispy look to your lashes. Let me just go in with my powder brush real quick and blend that out. Okay, so now let's go in with mascara. So again, this is Optimal. I really like this for more natural looks, and because we're going with a natural bronzy glowy look, I think that this is the perfect complement to that. Zen is one of our most popular, and it would also be a really good choice. I love Zen. It's only $8.90. It's a great mascara. We have a bunch of mascaras. They're all really, really good, and all will give you a little bit of a different look. But like I said, Optimal, I think, is just a really pretty, natural looking mascara. And because we want this to be really light, airy, more wispy, just like that really beachy, pretty look, we're gonna just go in with this. And let me just, I gotta get my mirror, guys, sorry, because I cannot see what I'm doing. Okay, and I did get a little bit of mascara, so let that dry. Good tip for anyone who's not familiar: if you are doing your mascara and you get any where you don't want it to be, let it dry, take a spoolie, and it will come right off. Okay, so 1 coat of Optimal, and it just gives really nice definition, volume, a little bit of length, and it's just a really pretty all-around mascara. So now we're going to go in on the other eye really quick. Okay. All right. So that's 1 coat. Optimal. And then we're going to go in and do the lower lashes. And then we will get rid of that excess mascara that we got on the side of my nose. So guys, I hope eventually I will have the nerve to get to the beach and try to get a little bit of a tan. Not even so much for it to get the tan, it's just to get that fresh air and the water, you know, the smell of the water and just the fresh air, the beach air. But I just feel so much better when I have a little bit of color. Everything just looks so much prettier, like your makeup and everything just looks so pretty when you have a tan. Okay. For some reason too, these eyelashes on this side, the bottoms, have been giving me a hard time. Don't know why, but they have. I think honestly, I think I'm too rough when I take my mascara off. I do think I am. I have to work on that. I think I rubbed too hard. Okay. That's dried. So now let me get my spoolie, and I'm just going to go in and see it comes right off. No problem, it comes right off. So just let it dry, take a spoolie, and just lightly go over it, and it will come right off, and you won't ruin your eye look. Okay, so next step is lips. And we are going to go in with 2 parts. I'm going to give you 2 looks. One would be to go in with our Sparkle Lip Gloss in 02, which is a peachy gold gloss. It's absolutely beautiful. Okay, that's going to be the first choice. Let me do that. They smell like straight up strawberries. It's amazing. And it has that beautiful peachy glow with a hint of gold sparkle. Now, our glosses do not have any rough sparkles in them. They're not gritty, they're not rough, they're not textured. It just has a beautiful glow, golden glow. Okay. So, you could end the look right here and it would be gorgeous, okay? You're gonna have that shine on your lips. It's gonna give your lips that moist, wet look with that gold undertone, which is gonna play off the gold on the lids. Or if you wanted to, you can go in with the liquid matte lipstick in the color Skin and go on top of the gloss. Just a little bit. Rub your lips together. And it gives you more of a milky look to it. So you get a milky, like almost like a gold bronzy milky look to your lips. They still look really wet and juicy, and you have that really pretty, beautiful golden glow on your lips, which plays off your eyes. But it just adds a little bit of a nude undertone, which goes really well with the bronzer. Okay, so 2 lip looks. Go with just the gloss 02 and Sparkle lip gloss, or use Sparkle lip gloss and then go over top with the liquid matte lipstick in the color Skin, which is 201. So that's the look, guys. It's beautiful, it's simple, it's easy, and no foundation. We didn't use any foundation, we didn't use any pressed powders. We just went in with Itchy. We went in with VFX Strobe Primer. We did it very generously, okay? We put a little bit more than we normally would. We wanted that really intense glow, so we used a little bit more. So we started with that. Let it dry for a couple of minutes, preferably if you can. Then you go in with a loose, fluffy brush. Big, loose, not dense. Really light, loose brush. Go in, pat, start patting it on your face to build a base. Go all over your face, start down your chin, your neckline, your jawline, onto your neck. Nice swirl motions, okay? So you're blending. You're gonna go light-handed. You're not going heavy-handed. You're going light-handed. If you're someone who tends to do things a little bit more aggressively, a trick is use the end of put your hands on the end of the brush and go like that. You won't put as much pressure on your brush if you have your fingers way at the end, okay? If you're holding it like this, you're gonna be more apt to want to put more aggression into that and more heavy-handed, where if you're over here, you're automatically gonna stay light-handed, okay? So that's just a trick. So you're gonna do your neck, you're gonna go over your chest area. Your goal is to make sure that this matches this area and this area as closely as you can get it, okay? You don't want this to be darker than your face. You don't want your face to be darker than here, and vice versa. You don't want this to be dark and this to be light. So you want to match this area to here as closely as you can. You also want to be cautious of not going overboard. You don't want to put so much bronzer that you look unnatural. You want it to be a natural, sun-kissed, glowy, bronzed look. Like it came naturally, as if you were sitting outside in the yard or at the beach. You want it to look natural. If you go too heavy-handed with the bronzer, it's going to look patchy, it's going to look uneven, and it's going to look unnatural. So you can always add, but you have to really work hard to take away. And then that involves powder, which is going to make it not so bronzy anymore or glowy, because the powder's going to matte down the look, and that's not what we want. So go very light-handed and then build up so that your skin here will match here, okay? Now again, depending on how tan you are or how naturally dark your complexion is, will decide how much product you need and how much you'll need to put on, okay? And how much highlighter you'll need. If you are lighter skinned, you obviously will need a little bit more highlighter. If you are darker skinned or you are darkly tan from the sunlight or from a tanning lotion or a tanning bed, then you're gonna need to put more highlight on because, less highlight, because it's going to stand out more on darker skin. So the lighter your skin tone is, the little bit more of a highlight you'll need to add. The darker, the less you'll need because it's going to pop out on darker skin. Okay, does that make sense? So obviously, like I said, my face actually looks like it's a little bit darker than my body, which is what I was afraid would happen. I kind of figured that was going to happen. It's kind of hard to match on someone my skin tone because I'm white everywhere. I'd have to literally put bronzer everywhere. But use your imagination. Picture yourself already being tan if you're not. If you're like me and you're very light skinned, then you're going to be able to get this look and achieve it just the way I did it. If you are darker, then you will have to adjust a little bit here and there as far as the amount of bronzer and the amount of highlighter. Okay, so to recap, strobe primer, bronzer, Optimal for mascara, Peach Bite Trio palette, brand new to the company. It's gorgeous. That's what we used on our eyes, our blush, and for highlight, all out of this one palette. And then for our lip look, one option would be 02 Sparkle Lip Gloss. Second option would be to mix it with our liquid matte lipstick in the color Skin. So that's the look, guys. Very few products, okay? Very, very few products, okay? So you're talking, if you wanted to do this lip look, you need 2 products. So 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 products, okay? And they're all reasonable. Every single product here is so reasonable. Don't forget, if you want to sign up as a customer with us, you do not have to sell to sign up as a customer. You can sign up as a customer and get the same discount that a beauty influencer gets, which is 50% off of what you buy. So a product that's $10 you'd get for $5. A product that's $20 you're going to get for $10. So forth, so on and so forth, okay? So don't be afraid to sign up as a customer because you'll get those benefits that an influencer gets. The only thing that you won't get is 50% commission unless you decide later on to sell. And that's not a big deal because once you sign up as a customer who's looking to get the 50% discount, your information's already there. So once you start selling, if you decided to start to sell as an influencer, everything's already there. So it's not a problem. In order to stay as a customer who gets those benefits of the 50% discount, you just have to purchase one item every 6 months through pharmacy in order to maintain that discount. So anything $1 or more, one time every 6 months, you will be able to get the same 50% discount as I do or any other influencer that actually sells the products through pharmacy, which is amazing. Most companies don't even do that. They only would offer something that to you if you were an actual influencer that was selling for them. So it's awesome that pharmacy offers that to their customers as a thank you for purchasing from them. You pay $19.99. It's a one-time sign-up fee. That's all. You never pay that again. If you decide to sell, you do get a website and a back office, which is maintained and updated by the company. There are no fees for that website. There's no hidden fees. If you decide to sell, you do have to maintain a personal volume, which you can meet by your sales. And that's stuff that I would get into with you if you decided to become an actual influencer that's selling. If you're not looking to sell, you don't have to worry about any of that. All you would have to do is buy that one product every 6 months, and that's all that you would have to worry about. So again, it's a really nice thing that pharmacy does, so they can say thank you to their customers that are loyal, that buy from them and buy from us. It's a really nice thing to just be able to give back to you guys. I don't know of many other direct sale companies that offer that to their customers, where you can actually get a 50% discount by paying that one-time $19.99. And there are no commitments, there's no contracts. Like you just, if you decide that you no longer want to purchase as a customer, or you don't want to have the 50% off after 6 months, you would become inactive, and that's all. So, and again, any questions you have, please reach out to me and I'll explain all that to you. I don't want to put a lot of that into the videos because it takes up a lot of time on the video, and it's stuff that you really can just touch base with me and I can just tell you over instant message or text message, anything like that. All right, guys, so I hope that you like this look. I hope that this helps you out. I hope that it's what you guys were asking me to do. It's really simple. If I was not doing this video, you could actually do this in 5 minutes or less, this entire look. And again, it's good for any skin tone. So whether you are fair, light, medium, or darker complexion, whether you are naturally darker complexion or you are tanned by either tanning bed, being outside, or a self tanner, this look can do all that. Okay, so it doesn't matter. It will, you can adjust it to your skin tone. Okay, so it's one of those looks that's good for everybody, universal bronzy glowy look. So I hope that you enjoyed it. I hope you'll want to replicate it. If you are interested in any of these products, you can visit my online web store at www.pharmacyus.com/Charlotte Cardoso 2 to shop for any of these products. If you have any questions or you need help, please reach out to me and I will get right back to you. If you are interested in becoming a customer who wants the discount or a beauty influencer, please message me first. I will give you all the information that you're going to need, including the link of where you'll need to sign up with, and I will make sure that you understand everything and I'll get you started that day. So just touch base with me first. If you're just looking to be a regular customer who's paying retail and you already know what you want, just simply go to that link of the www.pharmacyus.com/Charlotte Cardoso 2, and you can go right in there, shop, cash out, and you'll be all set. Just set up a customer account so that you can track your orders and things like that. What else? So yeah, so I hope you enjoy this. If you want me to do a different type of video, or if there's any types of videos that you guys are interested in, just let me know. I'll be more than happy to do them for you, the best of my ability. And yeah, so I hope that you want to recreate this. Again, the gold is going to emphasize on any eye. It's going to bring out the color of any eye, whether it's green, brown, amber, blue. That gold is going to make any eye color pop, and it's also going to make it look really, really glowy and bronzy. So all right, guys, thank you so much for watching this video. Have a great rest of your day. I'll be back soon with another video. Please always make sure you check back on my Facebook page at Charlotte's Cosmetics and More for giveaway details. I do monthly giveaways, weekly giveaways. I post information on there, new product alerts, before and after pictures, the looks of the day, everything you can find there. Also, you can visit my personal website at www.charlottescosmeticsandmore.com. And again, I'm on YouTube also, so you can find me in many locations. I also have an Instagram page, so feel free to visit any of them. And thank you so much for watching. You guys have a great rest of your day and take care. Stay safe. God bless. Bye.